Alrighty, so hey, I'm 3 jumps away from my destination. I switched over and took the Neutron Highway, and if you're not familiar with that, if you go into your galaxy map and jump over here and go down here, I turned it off because I'm here, but you just click on Use Jet Cone Boost, and that will search for neutron stars. And with a neutron star, I can get, gosh, a couple hundred light year jumps. I did one for 185, one for 2-something, 200 and some jump. So my normal jump range is around 60 light years a jump. And with a neutron star, I get 180 to 200 jumps with one jump. So it really boosts you up, and it made the trip a lot shorter. But the thing of it is you have to watch, though, because you do damage when you do that. So if I look at my frameshift drive here, you'll see it's down to 95%. So I did take a little bit of damage doing that. Just have to be aware of that. Watch it. But I think what did I say it was? 3 jumps out?
Navigation for next system. Scanning for anomalies. None detected. Isn't that good?
Scanning now.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Leading system.
2, 1.
Yeah, the second leg was a lot
Jumping
better.
to light speed.
It didn't take quite as long as the first one. See, the first one was 94 light years, 94
Engaging
jumps.
exit
I'm
program.
sorry, and this one was
Scanning
63.
for information.
But I dropped it down to, gosh, I can't remember what the neutron star jumps dropped it down quite a ways.
Fuel scooping complete.
It was a lot quicker.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
Temperatures are at an acceptable level.
Alrighty.
Compiling data for cartography.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
That was quick. Now, let's see. Is this where we're supposed to be? I don't think this is it. What I did was I had a trip that I took about a year ago that had this already in it. I mean, I kept a bookmark of this area, but I don't think this is the area that the meetup is, but it should be close. Let me put that in. All right, let's get that in. All right, base camp is PRUAESCS NC-M D7-192 D7-192. Did I type that right? CCS NC-M. Uh-oh, I screwed up. That's the problem. I missed a space right there. There we go. Is that it? Let me double check. 192 D7 NCMD. No, it isn't. I put the space in wrong. Right. PRU AESCS NC-M D7-192. There we go. Alright, that's our destination there. Let's tag that. And you know what, though, I think I'm going to do? Should I scan this? Nah, let's get to our destination. I'll come back and explore later. I'm going to have a little bit more time. Today is Friday. We're not actually heading out on our next trip till Sunday. So I got a couple days to come out here and explore. Let's just get to our destination first. It's only one jump away. It's only 11 light years.
Leaving system.
3, 2, 1.
Frameshift now engaged. No anomalies detected. Scanning for anomalies. None detected. Isn't that good?
Alrighty, we are here.
Gathering information. Cartography updated.
Yeah, the first thing I want to do is I want to scan this system. So we scan the system, but I want to do a regular scan, a complete scan. So let me get away from this star here a little bit here. All right, stop engines. Stop engines.
All stop.
There we go. He just didn't hear me. Okay, I've got 30% done already. So we're going to finish this up. I want to do a thorough scan, and then we're going to scan the planet that I need to land on, because that's how I get my coordinates. I'm using an Xbox One controller to do this. So this right here that I'm doing, this is the left thumb, and I have terrible time with Xbox controllers and PlayStation controllers. I can't. My thumbs don't work quite like I would like. Alright, what else we got down here? Here's one. So the right thumb gets me this way. The left thumb gets me a fine tuning. And you have to get it just right. And then hit the trigger. And there we go. And then back out of here. There's something right there. Another planet. then a lot of times, I'm not doing it right now because I want to get this done, but most of the time I really pay attention to what's on the planet, because there might be something I want to do a thorough mapping of on that planet, but I'm in a hurry right now just to get the system done and find my my parking destination. Now I do have the coordinates for the landing, but if you map the planet, you'll be able to physically see it rather than try to have to find it after you get down. So, and if you don't do that, you get onto the planet and you have to use your latitude and longitude and try to find your landing spot. If we actually map the planet, we'll be able to see it from space and go right to it. This method of exploring is a lot better than it used to be. A lot more thorough, a lot more satisfying, and a lot easier, to be frank, because the old method was you came in and you scanned the system and it would tell you, okay, there's 10 bodies, astral bodies out there, 10 planets, moons, whatever the astral body turns out to be. It would tell you there's 10 of them. Then you had to, if you wanted to do a thorough scan of the system, you had to actually fly to each planet or moon, get right up in its face and scan it. And even the scanning wasn't instantaneous. You'd line up with the planet and your scanner would go for 5 or 10 minutes before you actually got the scan. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but still, it was slow and tedious, especially if you have to fly to each planet, and sometimes they're not that close by. This method's a lot better. You come in, you scan, you get the number of astral bodies in the system, and then you come into this thing, and I don't have to fly to these planets. All I have to do is locate them and zoom in on them with my scanner, my fine tuning here, and it scans it right here. I don't have to fly to each one of them. It's very, very good. Now, all that does is scan them. If you really want to map the planet, you have to fly to it. But it gives you the ability to see what's on the planet before you do that. So if it's a planet that you don't care that much about, you don't have to fly to it and get it if you don't want it. Double whammy here. Kind of wet and gloomy out today, but at least we're not getting that cold weather that everybody's getting. I mean, it's cold for where I live, but it's been getting down to 36 to 30, well, about 33 to 36 during the evening, but it's been in the 50s during the daytime. Not quite as bad as, let me get back in this. Thing was trying to run away from me. That planet. This is a big system. We're still only 71%. All right. Got that. Let's move along. Oh, over here. Ooh, a ring planet. Cool. Like I said, I'm just in a hurry now. If I was really exploring, I'd be checking out some of these and reading all the data on it and deciding whether it was something worth mapping, that kind of thing. But I just want to get the system done and go find a parking space before I go back out exploring. Because I've got the rest of today, tomorrow, and part of Sunday that I can explore before we take off. And I've got to do some things on the Rude Man account. I just wanted to get this one out here. I need to do a little bit of mining with this. I'm talking surface mining to get some components. I do have some, but I want to make sure I've got plenty. The components that you mine on planets like iron, zinc, phosphorus, things like that, those are all things that you can synthesize, like fuel, repairs, things like that. And that's what I want to do. I want to make sure I've got enough resources on my ship that if I need fuel for the SRV, for example, or repairs while I'm on a planet, I can do that. Or if you run into problems and you're losing breathable air in your ship, you can synthesize some. All important things when you're out here away from everybody. Okay, I'm up to 87%. What am I missing? Did I miss something there? Got something here. There, down here. An unregistered comms beacon, eh? The ring planet. Moving along. All right. There we go. High metal content. This system is going to be thoroughly mapped because it's a landing area. It's our waypoint, so everybody that comes in is going to be mapping this system. So we're going to make a little bit of money, but we're not going to find any new discoveries or anything. And that's okay. It all adds up in the long run on a trip like this. %. We're getting close. This might give it to us. Right, this is going to give it to us. This one's going to be the last one, right? Yeah.
System scan complete.
There we go. All right, now we're looking for, what are we looking for? We're looking for planet A3A. So let's go to our system map. And A3A. Okay, this is A3. So this should be A3A right there. That's our meeting location. So let me mark that. And we'll fly that way. A little over almost 2,000 light seconds. That shouldn't take long. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go to this planet. This is the waypoint planet. We're going to map it. And that'll tell us everything that's on the planet. And then we're going to look for the site, which is a conflux abandoned settlement that we're looking for. Alright. Oh, shoot. I'm going to overshoot. Darn it. I was looking at the information on another monitor. Didn't realize I was getting that close. Slow her down. There we go. Had to spin around and lose some of that inertia energy. It's coming in hot. Alright, let's see. I need to switch my scanner to the surface scanner. If you look on the right-hand side of my HUD there, you'll see it says primary B, and then below that it says surface scanner out of range. As soon as I get into range, that's going to turn from the purplish color to yellow, and that means that I'm in range to scan. Looks like it's right on the edge of a ring, ring planet's ring. Getting close. Looks like a pretty small. There we go. Alright, so we're going to scan this little puppy. Let's send out a probe. Should be able to do this with 2 probes. Wait for the first one to hit. Okay, that brought us up to, wow, 77%. Very small planet. Okay, so let's pop down here, and we're going to pop off another. Doesn't really matter where. Let's pop off a second one. This should give me 100%. You get it? We got it.
Surface scan complete.
All right, now that we have the surface scan, we can get closer to the planet. And we should be able to see what we can see. Now, what you're going to see is small circles. If they're a broken circle, it's on the other side of the planet. If it's a solid circle, it's on this side of the planet. So I'm looking for one that says that it's a settlement. There's one there. What's that? Conflict settlement right there. That's the one we want. It's on the other side of the planet. So I highlighted it. I targeted it. And we're going to fly around. to the other side of the planet. Until that broken line becomes a solid line. There we go. Now we'll just line ourselves up and we should come right down into the landing site. Power to shields.
Powering systems.
You see on the left and right some more little circles. Those are other points of interest on the map that we just scanned. It's on the dark side. I have to turn on the night vision.
As you wish.
Well, it's not completely the dark side because it would be so black you couldn't see anything. I may have come out. I hope I get a little bit closer. I turned the night vision on, but night vision doesn't work from too far out, so you'll notice the night vision come on once I get closer to my destination. I could have got a little closer. Come on, night vision. There it is. There it is. I didn't have it on. I had it on and turned it off. Okay, come on, anytime now. Now I know it's in a crater, so let's go in a little bit closer here. See if we can find it. We're close. Is that it down there? That's it. Yeah, it's kind of in a crater. Anyway, that's a lot easier than the way it used to be. It used to be you'd have to fly down to the planet, have the coordinates, and find the longitude and latitude and fly to it. It's a pain in the butt. Deploy landing gear.
Deploying gear.
Somebody else is here too. I can hear him flying next to me.
Landing gear deployed.
We're the only ones here. I know there's other people here, but they're in a different instance. So we'll worry about that later. Let me just find a place to pop her down here. I'm just looking around. Alright, let's bring it down. We are down. Let me turn the... Yeah, it's dark. You're gonna have to have that on. But here we are. We're here. Now, one of the things that we'll probably want to do is go into that settlement. There's some things to scan for information, data, if you will, and it's worth some money. So I'll get out and scan that. But we made it, so we'll come back in later. And again, Sunday, we'll get our third travel waypoint, and we'll take off. If something interesting happens, I'll come back. Otherwise, I'll see you Sunday.